Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know, I love you so much. Hey, Rick, listen, November 10th, you come to Friendship West. I keep saying it because I'm too excited. Can't even hide it. Listen, one of the things I want to deal with is this whole concept of shifting the atmosphere that Jason Nelson sings about. Because here's the deal. Jason Nelson is basically saying, as I'm worshiping and praising God, there's a shift going on. Things are changing. I love that because you know what it says? That when I worship God, the God of the heavens, God can shift the atmosphere of the hell I'm catching right here on earth. I'm going to give that to you one more time. I worship the God of heaven, and somehow it shifts the atmosphere of the hell I'm dealing with right here on earth. I'll give it to you like this. In a real sense, as I'm worshiping, all of a sudden my focus is on the God above me and not the hell that's going on around me. As I worship, I send my energy, here it is, giving it to the God who is above me. And before I know it, I can handle whatever is happening that's going on around me. Why? Because the shift in the atmosphere, it starts within me. The shift in the atmosphere, it starts with the change in my attitude. And when there is a change in my attitude because of the Almighty, I can handle the atmosphere that is around me. So I'm giving y'all that word today, and that is shifting the atmosphere. It starts with your attitude, and you can shift the atmosphere with your attitude when your focus is not on the problems around you, but the God above you, because the God above you is greater than your problems. The God above you is a heart fixer and a mind regulator, a bridge over troubled waters, a burden bearer, a heavy load sharer. The God above you is greater than any situation around you. So go ahead, get your worship, get your praise on, and I promise you there'll be a shift in the atmosphere. Y'all go ahead and have an amazing day.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all got the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by Capital One. Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One NA, member FDIC. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said Tuesday afternoon that 81 people remain missing in the western part of the state in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Cooper added that 77,000 individuals have applied for relief through the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and that FEMA has paid $99 million and is paying for temporary housing for about 1,900 people. In other news, Ricky, they ain't playing in Georgia. A record number of early votes have been cast in Georgia on Tuesday as residents.
I saw that.
Oh, my God.
300,000.
328,000 on one day, Ricky.
Yeah, one of my friends went voting yesterday. He said that place was like 4 times what it normally would have
Talking about Marvin.
Listen.
No. This is just a friend of mine.
Yeah, Marvin was texting me while he was going to vote. I'm like, oh, man, that's something, though. That's something.
The enthusiasm isn't only in Georgia, of course. As of August 2024, 47 states, District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands offer early in-person voting to all voters. So, you know, there's a lot at stake this election, and a lot of folks are trying to make sure that their voice is heard. So, you know, you may want to make a plan prior to Election Day. You can get more information at vote.org. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of today's news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What it is, pimpin'. WNBA Finals continues tonight on ESPN. New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx are tied at 1 game apiece. Couple big trades happened yesterday in the NFL, man. Cleveland Browns trade all-pro wide receiver Amari Cooper to the Buffalo Bills. Oh, yes.
Oh, he's finna get down because he got a quarterback.
He even act a fool. And Las Vegas Raiders trade all-pro wide receiver Devontae Adams to the New York Jets to rejoin his buddy Aaron Rodgers, man. They played together in Green Bay. This is huge for the Jets, man.
Yeah, but that don't mean they're going to have the same chemistry.
Hey.
It's not the same team.
It's not the same team, but
and Aaron Rodgers, sorry.
But when you got Devontae Adams now, now defenses have to pay attention to the passing game for real now. Come on, man. Devontae, one of the best in the business. So we're going to see. Yeah, we ain't going to put him like in the Super Bowl or nothing, but doggone it, that's huge for the New York Jets.
Aaron Rodgers sucked.
I'm still on the jury on that situation, man. I mean, he ain't. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next. Let's go.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. Sitting in for the Brent this morning, we got the one and only Taylor. Taylor, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Taylor Green, and I'm filling in for the Brat, and here's what's happening in the hot spot. So the Victoria's Secret fashion show made a big comeback last night after the show went on a 6-year hiatus. Iconic models hit the runway like Gigi, Bella Hadid, Adriana Lima, and even Tyra Banks made a special appearance, and she looked amazing. Did y'all catch it?
I didn't catch it, but honey, I can imagine how it went. I'm gonna definitely play it back. I love to see those girls gallop, honey.
Oh my gosh, it was it was amazing. I love Tyra Banks. I love seeing her back doing her thing, and she's just
like
amazing.
She never left.
Like she never left.
Never left. She still got that strut. She still got that confidence.
She looks amazing.
As
looks
a middle-aged woman, I was proud to see her.
Right. Yeah, it was a good sighting. But fans are slamming the show on social media. Comments have been circulating with fans saying things like, the Victoria's Secret show came back with the most boring show ever. They're also saying Victoria's Secret has yet to listen to our public demands. This is not what the show we wanted. Everyone's hair is flat.
Really?
No extremely tall models. The entire production is different. So I guess the fans weren't happy.
Why they got to be tall? Because models are tall.
Models typically are tall. I guess they're trying to be more inclusive with, the look now.
I don't know.
Oh.
That's the
shorter models, thicker models,
right?
Different ages. That's a smart thing to do,
right?
Because it represents all women,
right? I agree. Having a good variety. Well, in other news, the Reform Alliance is making moves. If you can recall, Meek Mill, Jay-Z, and Michael Rubin, who is the CEO of Fanatics, joined forces to create a nonprofit organization dedicated to probation, parole, and sentencing reform in the U.S. Also, according to a new press release, the organization led the way to the historic initiative with the United Nations to protect the human rights of individuals re-entering society after incarceration. So that's a big deal. The press release also adds that the landmark resolution provides a framework for governments to create safer, more inclusive communities by offering re-entry support, reducing stigma, and promoting economic inclusion.
I love that.
Especially
because so many men that come out of jail, they don't have the rehabilitation resources, so they end up committing crimes again.
Right.
Not necessarily because they're just bad people, but out of desperation. So programs like that are so important.
I mean, they're kind of pushed out of society. They can't even vote.
Yeah.
They can't do basic things that the average American can do. So I think that's a big deal for Meek Mill and Jay-Z. Lastly, former American Idol boss Nigel Lythgoe claims Paula Abdul is fabricating the new details of an alleged sexual assault case she claims that he committed. Lythgoe is calling out Paula's memory of an alleged 2015 incident in Las Vegas. Paula initially claimed she witnessed Nigel groping her assistant during a So You Think You Can Dance shoot, which Nigel denied when Paula first filed her claim last December. She claimed that he touched her buttocks, hips, waist, and her breasts, and also tried to kiss her on the cheek. But he made a statement saying that it stretches credulity that Abdul would supposedly remember witnessing her assistant allegedly being assaulted, and yet apparently forget until the filing that she also allegedly assaulted me at the same time. He said he is the victim of Abdul's appalling lies. So,
what show is this?
This was American Idol. These are American Idol people. You remember Paula Abdul?
Yeah.
Simon Cowell? Yeah, these are those people.
And
Nigel Lithgow?
I remember him.
Yeah, so.
He was the executive producer of the show?
Yeah, he was the boss. They call him the boss, so. Yeah.
But when I tell you Hollywood is weird. It's so
they're Holly
doggone.
weird. Isn't that what you call it?
Holly weird.
Yeah. And so lastly, the 17th annual BET Hip Hop Awards kicked off last night, and I'll have more of that in my next hotspot. Coming up next, Rock T has the HBCU know. Who are you repping today, Rock T?
Oh, Tay, we gonna holler at Fisk University. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it popping in HBCU know coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU know. Hey, what up, man? Rock Teasy in the house for another HBCU know. Oh, we finna head to Fisk University. Established in 1866. Home of the Gold and Blue Bulldogs. Shout out to the Music City Sound Marching Band. We about to talk about one of y'all's former students, Miss Judith Jameson, dancer and choreographer. Her father taught her how to play the piano and violin at a very early age. By the age of 6, she started classical ballet and modern dance. By the age of 8, she started taking lessons in tap dancing and acrobatics. After attending Fisk University, she began studying dance at the Philadelphia Dance Academy, which is now known as the University of Arts. She went on to teach master classes and launched the Jameson Project. She was the youngest person to receive the Dance USA Award. She received an Emmy Award, a BET Honor, a BET Black Girls Rock Living Legend Award, just to name a few. And oh, by the way, in 1992, she was inducted into Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated as an honorary member. Judith Jameson, another proud HBCU alum of Fisk University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you have an HBCU story you want to highlight, hit us up on Instagram at HBCU know.
I got 2 HBCU stories that we need to be talking about more on this show. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about these 2 HBCU stories.
No, sir.
These two legends, but we're gonna keep them bagged up. We ain't got to talk about them. It is about that time for the good, the bad, and the What the Hell Wednesday. Maria, what you got going on in good news?
All right, the woman with all the money, Melinda French Big Pockets Gates, is shedding more light on her $1 billion plan to promote women's rights, announcing Wednesday a new $250 million fund to improve women's mental and physical health. The billionaire philanthropist launched Action for Women's Health, a fund through her organization, Pivotal Ventures. It's a webpage. On the webpage, it says women's health has been underfunded, overlooked, and misunderstood, and that health inequities between men and women not only impact women's daily lives, but they can also hurt women's future. So shout outs to her for doing amazing things. $250 million.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff right there. All right, Rock T, bad news.
Yeah, man. A Frontier Airlines passenger demanded that an aircraft return to the gate at San Diego International Airport while shouting that she was a president of the United States and a sovereign ruler in the government. The unnamed female passenger was captured in a viral TikTok video while on board a flight from San Diego to Las Vegas that appeared to still be on the ground at the airport as she was raising her voice at a flight attendant and other passengers. The person who took the video, which has over 800,000 views, said that the woman's screams were related to her forgetting her phone in the gate area and proceeded to blame Frontier Airlines. She said, "If I was white and in a suit, you would stop this plane. Laugh now. I am the president of this whole country. Watch, see the TV news." That's bona fide word. I see Frontier do illegal stuff all the time. I've been riding you for the last 8 years. It's unclear why the woman made those claims and whether the flight was delayed due to the incident or not. So obviously she one of us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she had to go.
That's bona fide word.
That's a hell of a thing to think of. That's why when a woman cheat on you, boy, she'll make you feel stupid for catching her cheat because she flipped that whole thing just because she left her cell phone. Woo. They good at that. All right, y'all. Special K, what you got in the what the hell news?
What the hell? There's a popular internet adult entertainer named Gucci Third Leg. I'm gonna let that resonate for a minute. He's officially retired after a woman accused him of giving her the herpes when she was 19.
Herpes.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to be cognizant of the fact that it's early. The actor went viral, and I put actor in quotes. The actor went viral over the weekend when another social media creator, Danae Davis, accused him of giving her HSV-2, that's the herpes simplex 2 virus. Now, in a viral video, a tearful Davis explained that she noticed a sore on Gucci Third Leg's genitalia. Now, he told her that he cut himself shaving.
Oh, no.
Ladies, yeah, if you have to ask about a sore in that area, you probably need to just stop there, okay? Afterwards, Davis claimed she tested positive for HSV-2, which she'd never had previously. Gucci Third Leg said that he produced a screenshot of his STD test results from 2023 that revealed, yes, he was positive for HSV-1, but not HSV-2.
Herpes.
Yeah. He is adamant that he did not infect Danae with the herpes. Now, influencer streamer Aiden Ross admitted that he contracted the herpes from a model who had been with Gucci Third Leg. Gucci Third Leg says he's now working on a condom brand to earn an honest living.
Oh, wow.
A little late for that. Aiden Ross has angrily accused Third Leg of trying to profit off of the drama. There you go.
Oh, that's crazy.
What the hell?
Hey, well, you got to do what you got to do because if he don't do it that way, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna make no money. So he might as well. That's the best that he can do.
But again, ladies, if you see something down there that concerns you, just go ahead and push the pause button right then and there. Don't proceed because you might end up like Miss Davis. So there you go.
All right, y'all, give it up for the good, the bad, and the what the hell, y'all. All right, we got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
My great-grandfather died on me. I just dedicate this to him. I'm just proud. I'm just grateful to do this for him. My grandfather, he was 92, but I'm just grateful for him to be in my life, and I'm grateful to be able to play football and do this for him. So there's a lot of memories, a lot of emotion happening right now, but I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be able to play this game for my great-grandfather, and I'm glad that he's looking down on me, and I know I'm making him proud.
You said this ball's for him?
Yeah, this is for him. Another thing, stop playing us, man. We the Detroit Lions. We the Detroit Lions. Stop playing with us. I don't even watch TV, but I heard everybody already pick the Packers over us. Stop playing with us. That's all I gotta say, man. Don't let these tears fool you. It's all dog around this mug. I'm good.
Former Packer.
Hey, he was going crying about his granddad, and then he went off. He went off on him.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has a tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, y'all remember former MTV VJ Ananda Lewis? Y'all remember her? Beautiful girl. I remember I used to love to watch MTV with her. Yeah. Well, Ananda Lewis, y'all, you know, she's speaking out. Now, she said, y'all, that her breast cancer has spread, y'all, following her diagnosis back in 2020. Now, Nanda is 51 years old. She announced her breast cancer diagnosis back in 2020 on her Instagram post. Now, she said, y'all, that she had stage 3 breast cancer, Ricky, and she had refused mammograms for years due to fear of radiation exposure. That's what she said. But during the discussion on cancer with CNN Stephanie Elon and CNN anchor Sarah Snyder, who was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer earlier this year, Ananda said that she refused her doctor's recommendation, y'all, for a double mastectomy. She said, quote, "My plan at first was to get out excessive toxins out of my body." She said, "I felt like my body is intelligent." She said, "I know that to be the truth. Our bodies are brilliantly made," she explained. She said, "I decided to keep my tumor and to try to work out my body a different way." She said, "Looking back on that, I go, you know what? Maybe I should have. Now, Nanda improved her diet and tried homeopathic treatments as well as medication and radiation, and she also got more sleep. But last year, she discovered her breast cancer had spread to her lymph nodes. So,
and just for clarity, her name is Ananda. It's Ananda Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ananda Lewis. So, but so that's interesting, though. You know, it's amazing, you know, because a lot of people, you know, we like to think about these homeopathic ways, you know, by eating different things.
People think they can make lifestyle changes to treat cancer, but there's so much research out there. And I think this is very important, Gary, especially during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, because if you catch breast cancer between stages 0 to 2, you have up to an 87% chance of survival. When you get to stage 3, it's 61%. And by the time it's stage 4, only 20% survival. So it's really important that you are doing that self-examination because they're getting it way younger these days, too.
Exactly.
But now, you can't do the lifestyle changes prior to prevent the cancer from, you know, to lower your chances of getting cancer if you eat certain things and do certain things.
Well, there's chemicals, there's environmental exposure, so you can't really, you know, pinpoint where the cancer came from, the source of it. But you can do your best to try to detect it.
Absolutely. That part right there.
Yeah. So we're going to keep her lifted up in our prayers, and, you know, hopefully everything, you know, goes well for her. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Justin Bieber mama is finally speaking out. Now, Justin Bieber mom regrets, y'all, sending her 14-year-old son, honey, to live with Sean Combs during the height of his pop star fame. Now, in her book, Patty Millett says that she had no doubt that her son would be a star when she accompanied him from Canada on his first trip to Atlanta, y'all, to meet with music manager Scooter Braun and singer Usher Raymond. Now, Patty was a teenage mom when she gave birth, y'all, to little Justin a month before her 19th birthday. She worked 3 jobs, Ricky, and she abused drugs while raising him. She was a drug addict, she said, I worked odd jobs to get money for rent and to fuel my drug habit. Patty wrote in her book, Nowhere But Up, the story of Justin Bieber's mom. It was published back in 2012. She said Justin's sudden rise to fame and the money that came with it felt like a reward to her for all the years she struggled as a single mom. Now, Patty writes, things were happening so big and so fast with Justin, I was responsible for signing contracts that could affect a large portion of Justin's life. But being young and naive, honey, left Patty vulnerable and unable to realize that, you know, she was handing Justin over, y'all, to some of the industry's most dangerous and predatory stars. She said just a year after being signed to Island Records, a 15-year-old Justin was sent to live with Sean Combs, who bragged, honey, that he had legal guardian over the pop star. Now, Justin's mentor, Usher Raymond, brought him to music mogul L.A. Reid as a gift when he was a beautiful 14-year-old boy, Reid wrote in his tell-all memoir back in 2016. Now, after he signed Usher to a record deal, Reid sent him off to live with Combs for a year to record his first album. Now, in a now infamous video that still live on Justin's YouTube page, he is left, y'all, seemingly unsupervised at the rapper's home. Now, the elder Combs said that he couldn't detail their activities that weekend, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. And it went on and on and on. And if you see Justin Bieber now, I mean, he looks so out of it. He just seemed like he's severely depressed, even though his wife recently gave birth to a son. But it's really, all this stuff is starting to come out now, and people are starting to wonder, wow, what's going on? It's almost like the R. Kelly syndrome, when people are saying how those people were dropping their kids off to R. Kelly's house to become big stars.
And a 15-year-old living with a 40-something-year-old man that ain't related to him is weird.
Well, I saw Justin Bieber performing, and he had a song where he was singing about being so lonely and how he got sick and everyone turned their back on him. And, you know, when you're down, you go from being this huge celebrity and everybody cares about you, and then you go through your personal thing, and it's just like they forget about you, and it's on to the next, you know. So it's really sad to see him that way.
Yep, so it's so much going to be coming out during this Puff Daddy situation too.
So many people tied up to him.
Yep, so people just waiting. All right, the Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Colliers. My Collier today, y'all, is espresso beans. On the high end, you say espresso beans, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark brown. That's your Collier for today.
Cute.
Yes, we love espresso.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the tea. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and I got the wake-up call, 8669 RICKEY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up,
Florida, and I'm calling to wake up all of Riverside High School. Have a great day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Tanya Banks. I'm calling from Hart Road, Georgia. I would like to wake up my son Malachi, my daughter Bria Maya, my sister Sharon in Anderson, South Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to go. Wake up.
Hey, this is Shelby calling from Columbia. I'd like to give a shout out to my baby boy Malik. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Columbus, Ohio. Wake up, Beverly, Michelle, my mother. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Charleston, wake up. Baton Rouge, wake up. Tallahassee, said, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery, wake up. Columbus, wake up. And Albany, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Thank you for your wake-up calls. Coming up, I got a hilarious prank phone call. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, make sure y'all get your tickets, man. We're going to be in Atlanta October the 19th. That's this Saturday at the Cobb Energy Center. Hey, you do not want to miss this, man. That's going to be a funny show. Hey, comedian Rita Brent is going to be there with us. Comedian Ronnie Jordan. We're going to have so much fun. Sean Larkins is going to be with us. And probably DJ Shay. We're going to be doing some little karaoke. We're going to mix it all in and have a good-ass time. So don't forget, John Lyon, October the 19th, man. Hey, John, I appreciate everything you do for me, man. I love you, and I really appreciate that inspiring conversation we had yesterday, man. Thank you for everything, man.
Absolutely, man. Yo, you be doing that real big, man. So it's proud of everything you're doing. Now, you don't know. You hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion. So...
Hey, Sean, the only thing you did wrong, man, I hate to, I be wanting to try to keep it good, but I have to mention the bad. Man, you hooked us up with somebody that won't come to work every day.
You know, that's my biggest feeling in life.
Yeah. Hello? Hey,
Rick.
Where you at, Puppy House?
Hey, Rick.
Good one, dog.
Rick.
Yeah.
Hey, I done called out the car. You tell him I need some help, sorry.
What's going on?
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I'm trying to get dressed. Oh, hold on. Let me get my breath. Hello.
You're not coming to work.
Let me calm down.
You're not coming to work.
Do I sound like I'm coming to work? Sorry, I'm in disgrace right now.
What happened?
So you know how you know how you get dressed in the morning and you rushing and you gotta get some stuff out the dryer.
Yeah.
And you trying to get dressed real fast.
Yeah.
What happened, dog?
So I grabbed some drawers out the dryer, so my clothes in the dryer. And I grabbed some drawers out, but they were my nephew's drawers. And they too little. They ain't like a size 8. But I squeezed. I pulled them on real hard and real fast because I thought they were my drawers.
Yeah.
And now they so tight that they cut my circulation off. So.
Go get some scissors and just cut them off, dog.
So they too tight right here. I ain't trying to cut myself, but I can't breathe, and I'm getting lightheaded.
Yeah, on top of it didn't cut off your circulation from the waist up.
Yeah.
The drawers that tight?
Yeah, call Dr. Collier, please ask him to come over here and cut these drawers off of me. Oh, God.
Well, but how are you not able to call 911, but you able to call in to let us know that you're not coming to work?
I can't call 911 because the police come with the ambulance.
What you mean?
I ain't trying to get no damn police over here with the ambulance. And then they be asking me for my driver's license and find out I got a warrant.
What you got a warrant for?
I don't know, son. You'll never know what you got a warrant for. I'm a black man in America.
So blacks on. You ain't gonna be able to come to work.
Sonny, I'm pretty sure I could get it worked out by tomorrow, but please, come on.
So you laying on the bathroom floor?
I'm in. I'm laying on the floor in front of where the wash and dry in the kitchen. Oh.
And your circulation's been cut off.
Yeah, I'm getting lightheaded, so I might pass out.
I'm putting your neck. Was the underwear? Was they underoos? Which one were they? Superman, Batman,
Spider-Man. Oh.
You'll walk away from a good woman just because you know you. You'll stay with a whore because she'll never know who you are. It's more comfortable for men for us not to be known. That's why it's hard for us to stay down with good women, because a good woman will look straight through you and say, "You sad, ain't you?" "Nah, baby, what you talking about? I'm good." A whore ain't never going to ask you how you feel because she don't care. And many of us like that because we don't care about ourselves, and it feels good to be around people who don't care either. Because when people care about you, it challenges you to get better. When they don't, you can be whoever the hell you want to be. We are in trouble in this world.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the Collier of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, Janice McCullough, y'all. Do that name sound familiar? McCullough, that last name, it doesn't sound familiar, y'all? Well, she's the beautiful daughter of the late comedian Bernie Mac. And, honey, she is definitely, Ricky, opening up about, honey, how it felt to be included, y'all, in her father's stand-up comedy routines. Now, according to People magazine, they did an exclusive clip of Vice's forthcoming docuseries Black Comedy in America, and it premieres, y'all, I think today. And it shows y'all that the 46-year-old reflected on having jokes about her life shared with the world. Now, after the co-host Tiffany Haddish, y'all asked Janice, honey, if her dad's material made her feel some type of way, she answered, "Not when I was younger." She said, "When I was younger, baby, I enjoyed it." It was like, "Oh, look at my daddy on stage. Yay, go daddy." But then later on, she then said, and then as I got older and the jokes got more personal, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on, sir. And they said, you recall that, Bernie Mac, who's her dad, real name is Bernard Jeffrey McCullough. He passed away back in August of 2008 at 50 years old. And, they said the comic, he achieved major popularity throughout his decades-long career, which included the appearance in the original Kings of Comedy. Now, Bernie Mac often brought y'all laughter with jokes about his family, religion, and general life from the perspective of a black man, and is remembered as one of the most successful stand-up comedians to this day, y'all. Now, with y'all both being comics, Ricky and Special K, y'all talk about y'all families, don't y'all?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, always.
Well, how do you think they feel about it?
They let me know how they feel about
it. They enjoy being educated and their tuition being paid.
Yeah.
So they'll be all right. I don't talk about nothing bad, nothing that would destroy their reputation or image. I just talk about my perspective of being a dad and how they might get on my nerves or this, that, or the other. Just dad stuff. It's just regular material.
Yeah. Well, like she said, she liked it when a child, but I guess now as she got older and started thinking about hearing some of the things that he said, it probably kind of changed her way of looking at things. But yeah, I can understand. I mean, it was jokes and stuff, and he, like they said, he did family, religion, and everybody else. So I guess she's all right, but she decided to talk about it. So kudos to her. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh my God, another comedian's in the news. Y'all. Comedian Aries Spears. Did y'all hear what Aries Spears had to say about the beautiful? Huh?
I did hear it.
Oh my God! Well, honey, he talked about Angela Reese. Here's what he had to say.
But to all the people about the Angela Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing, to all the black people out here trying to make it a racial issue, y'all delusional. Angela Reese is garbage. Pure garbage. When you look at from in terms of a skill set, her versus Caitlin, she's garbage. She just throws the ball up and plays like she's part of the Special Olympics. She plays like a toddler. There's no finesse, no smoothness, no beauty, no poetry, no skill set to her game at all. She's garbage.
Right.
I totally disagree with that.
He going too far, man. Come on, man.
Her name's not Angela.
First of all, her name ain't Angela. That's the first thing. Second of all, that's somebody's daughter, and you old enough to be her dad. Like that part of it bothered me.
Yeah, he went way too far.
Come on, bro.
She's proven that she plays on a high level on every level she has been on. Now, is she real? If she real flashy and Magic Johnson and all that kind of? No, that's not her game. But her game is she produces. At the end of the day, she led the freaking league in rebounds this year as a rookie.
Absolutely.
She shattered a lot of rookie records. Like, you can't go up there and sit it. Now, you make yourself sound foolish.
And she get the balls in the bucket. It don't have to be no pretty set jump shot. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't have a nice, what's the name that used to play in the NBA? They used to make fun of him by his jump shot.
The Matrix.
Sean
Marion.
Right, Sean Marion. As long as they make the shot. It don't matter.
But everybody don't like everybody's game.
Yeah.
You can say that. I don't like your game. I don't like her shot. I don't like, but to say, it sounded like you're saying she is trash. She is garbage.
Don't do that.
The way you delivered that was totally wrong.
She is beloved. She is from Baltimore. I am a big fan. I absolutely love Angel Reese. She's one of the reasons why I'm really into the WNBA. Because of her. I love her. Yeah, man. She's great, and she'll go down in history as one of the greatest if she keep doing what she's doing. She's making an impact on her team. Right, you can pull up her stats, man. She
a dog.
Absolutely.
Man. Come on, man.
She ain't nowhere near garbage. Come on now.
Aries Spears, you misspoke. Like you say, Kay, you don't have to like her game, but you misspoke as far as facts.
You made it sound personal.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, go ahead and go on and apologize before.
If you run up on her daddy somewhere, you're gonna have an issue.
You can always be the out of shape guy sitting on the couch with something to say about somebody else. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's
sir?
his game look like?
Her Reese's Pieces fans about to tear him up.
That's what the fans call.
They call it. Her fans are called Reese's Pieces.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
No, I love her. I think she is really dope, and she has definitely come in the WNBA and changed the game. You know, along with Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely.
You know, whatever. But both of them coming into the WNBA, it is definitely
two different styles.
Absolutely, I love it.
Well, we're gonna see how that turns out, honey. All right, the Collier today is one of my favorite Colliers. My Collier today, guys, espresso beans. On the high end, you say espresso beans, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark brown. That's your Collier for today.
You know, I'm gonna cook some pinto beans today. I'm gonna go ahead and get me some smoked turkey. And rinse off some damn pinto beans in the can, put some thyme in there, some Cajun seasoning, an onion, and some liquid smoke, some minced garlic. Yeah, you just go and stir that up there, put a little basil in there, and one bay leaf. That's a nice little pot of... One bay leaf. Nice little pot of pinto beans be perfect for a nice, crisp fall day. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Yeah. Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It is about that time. We got the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier on with us this morning. Dr. Collier, you know it's always good to have you every Wednesday.
It's always good to be here, Rickey Smiley. How are you doing, my friend?
Man, blessed and highly favored, man. Enjoying this nice air. I love it. Actually walk outside and not faint and not freeze. It's just perfect.
It's just perfect. Very good. I know you're working hard to get that's a good sleeping weather.
Yes, sir.
That allows you to get a little better rest. So, Ricky, we're still in Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're speaking about mental health. So let's talk about cognitive tests. I had a patient that came to my office, and they, of course, perceived that they had cognitive decline, which I see often now. But she said, I must have a brain tumor or dementia or early Alzheimer's disease or something like that. So we had to calm her down a little bit. So I administered a common cognitive assessment tool called a mini mental state exam. So questions include things like this, and all the listeners can do this themselves when they're questioning their cognitive ability. One, who is the current president? I will also usually add to that, who was the president before that? And then the kicker would be, what was their wife's name? And so if you can remember that, there's 3 different levels of brain function. So basic stuff, what year is it? What season of the year is it? What is today's date? Then it becomes a bit more complicated. There's a thing called serial sevens. You count backwards from 100 by sevens. And by the time you get to the 5th digit or the 5th breakdown, that's 3 different levels of brain function that have been cognitively assessed. So that's people always say, oh, I'm not good at math, Dr. Collier. This is not math. This is just simple subtraction, starting at 100 and subtracting 7. So that whole test is highly effective in recognizing cognitive impairment and revealing changes that can benefit from early intervention. But these tests are not appropriate and they are not diagnostic. They do not diagnose Alzheimer's disease. As a matter of fact, there is no one test that diagnoses Alzheimer's disease. So people always say, somebody in my family has Alzheimer's. I'd like to get an Alzheimer's test. There is no Alzheimer's test. Alzheimer's is it's a diagnostic tool that's based on your history, your presentation, and several types of lab tests. But there's no one test that you can get to evaluate that. So these tests, they're screening tests. They don't reveal, if they are positive, they don't reveal why you have cognitive impairment or where there may be dysfunction in the brain and the problem. So up to 2/3 of Americans are experiencing some level of cognitive decline, particularly by the age of 70. The lifetime risk for a woman is 40%. So 40% of women is basically a little over 2 out of 3. And for men, it's 25%, although a lot of women would probably disagree with that.
Wow.
So disadvantaged groups have a high lifetime risk in early onset. Race and ethnicity seem to impact onset as well. White women average 6 years of cognitive decline, while black and Latino women average 12 years, so twice the incidence over twice the period of time. The tests are metric. It's just like checking your blood pressure. They should be a regular part of your comprehensive physical exam. They can detect changes over time in your cognition. So if I'm seeing you for your complete physical this year and then next year we repeat that test and there's been some changes, it can be an early indication of problems. So measurement of your cognition can track cognitive function, including orientation to person, place, and time, your attention span, can you calculate things, what's your recall, and even language. So people start to stutter over their words and lose their ability to communicate. So the key differences among various populations, and guess what, Ricky? Higher education and continued learning seems to build a cognitive reserve. So you can teach an old dog new tricks, and you should. You should always continue learning and expanding your brain power.
That's good. That's good, Dr. Collier. That really amplifies the importance of as you get older, to have hobbies and pursuing interests. I did want to ask you a really quick question, Dr. Collier.
Go ahead.
Kamala Harris's health report has been in the news lately, and there's a term that people have been talking about, urticaria. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain what that is? Mm-hmm.
That is an allergic skin reaction, commonly referred to as hives. And some people can get that. That's usually due to an allergy component, something that you're eating. It can be food. It can be something you're exposed to. It could be a combination of several things. Once your allergy system is sensitized, then that can create that problem where you just break out in a hive rash, unexpectedly or under stress or a variety of different circumstances. Maria, you can be inside in a nice, comfortable atmosphere and go outside where the temperature changes, like it's either hotter or colder, and that can make you break out in hives. So common non-sedating antihistamines can help control that, but it can be, it's not life-threatening or anything like that, but it can show it'd be a tell that a person is under stress.
And
but
Dr. Collier,
go ahead.
Oh, I suffer from those every day.
Really?
Yeah, I have those breakouts every day, and I take Allegra.
I'm sorry.
I take Allegra, and it helps. And I don't know whether it's something I'm eating, whether it's something, because I told you about it before, and you told me I could be having an allergic reaction.
Well, they
to something.
said 20% of people have hives at some point in their lives.
Yeah. I used to get them when I used to get stressed out too.
Head to toe. And Allegra is very good. It's a non-sedating antihistamine, fexofenadine, at 180 milligram dose that you can take. It's very good for skin reactions as well. Now, he said hives, Ricky. He didn't say herpes. He said
I didn't say herpes. I said hives. That Allegra's a wonder drug, though, man, because that Allegra clears it up.
Sir. Real quick. All right, let's go to the phone. Y'all with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I have allergy and asthma. I'm currently taking shots to get help for that. And I was wondering, does it ever go away? Do allergies ever stop?
No, as a matter of fact, they can worsen over time. But once you are sensitized to an allergen, whatever that is, other things can combine and you start reacting to things that you traditionally didn't have problems with. So it's very good and important that you stay on your anti-allergy treatment regimen, which should include, in addition to the shots, a non-sedating antihistamine. My first choice would be Allegra, and then there's Zyrtec, Zysol, or Loratadine Claritin. Any of those or all of those are good to help with that, but it is a continuing problem. Now, once you have taken the shots, the regimen usually takes from 3 to 5 years of injections. After that, you can stop the shots, and that will help minimize your allergy response, but you still will probably need to take an antihistamine, particularly since you have asthma. Things I would add would be probiotics. Probiotics are very good for that, and vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day to help blunt your immune response.
All right, you're on Dr. Collier. Good morning.
When you go to a so-called specialist and they tell you they have glaucoma, and then the next time you say you have a cataract, how do you go about dealing with something like that? How do you know what it is, whether it's glaucoma or whether it's cataract?
Okay, most people have both, particularly as you age. Cataracts is where the eye lenses become clouded over time. They are normally flexible and rubbery, but as we age, they start to dry out and become opaque, meaning they're not crystal clear anymore. And as they start to become duller, it's more difficult to see through them, so your vision deteriorates slowly and over time, and it's difficult to appreciate that because it happens so clandestinely. So that's one of the things. Now, glaucoma is increased pressure in the eyes. There's a fluid in the eye that circulates, and it has a plumbing circumstance and situation that allows it to come in and then drain out. As we age, that plumbing system can become clogged, and that fluid continues to be manufactured, and it increases pressure inside the eye that can deteriorate your retinal function and cause blindness.
Yeah, I got a letter in from Crystal Turner. She said that her husband was hit by a rental car, said that it hurts, like Hertz. Dr. Collier, let us know how you can be reached.
Ricky, I can be reached on all social media at ASKDRMJ. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for videos on various healthcare topics. Go to my website, lipodrops.com, where you'll find information on supplements that will keep you healthy, help your brain function. Our liposhrooms are very good for improving your brain function. Okay. Ask ASKDRMJ on YouTube. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, not those of Super Dave, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast or its production crew. Hey, Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Ricky, I'm on the way over to Black Toners. I got to cut those super tight underwear. He said he started to lose consciousness.
Yes, sir. You're going to have to do something.
Hey, I got some very sharp scissors, though. I told him already. I say, look, you can't move. These scissors are very sharp, and we don't want to have any accidents.
No, at all. All right, Dr. Collier, thank you, man.
Stay. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for Fix It, Jesus. We got comedian extraordinaire Rita Brent joining us this morning. Member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, graduate of Jackson State University. Shout out to y'all drum majors in the Sonic Boom.
Yep.
What up,
Yes.
Rita?
And Ricky. And Rita is going to be joining me, or I'm going to be joining her. We're going to be joining each other at the Stardome on October 27th, Magic City Classic Weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is that Friday?
That's that Sunday night. That's Sunday night.
Sunday night. Yes. So
Rita
y'all
Brent and myself.
Sure, y'all get the tickets, man. That's going to be one of the funniest shows of all time at the Stardome because our Special K is definitely a fool. And Rita Brent, y'all gonna be so good together on stage. Maybe y'all should, maybe you should get Big Chris to host, Special K.
I ain't got a problem with that. I got no problem with that. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, he gonna say your name all the way right, but he gonna get you on there. Yeah, that's good. So y'all, make sure y'all hit the Stardome and make sure y'all get your tickets. What up, Rita?
What up, Ricky? Hey, the Stardome was special to me because that's where I met you. That's the first time you ever saw me perform, so I love being at the Stardome. Yes.
Yeah, and we've been connected ever since. I love your style, your writing, your humor, just everything. So I'm happy to have you, always.
Yes. So I saw your Breakfast Club interview. I want to congratulate you on that, but I don't know. I was watching. I feel like you could be a preacher someday, and I ain't never walked out of a church. Ricky, I've been going to church all my life, but I heard a clip on social media. Everybody sent me this clip. This is one time I would have ran out of the church, just simply out of fear of going to hell. Let's hear it.
I'm about to say this. It's a nugget. I want you to catch this. How many know that God is an emotional being? Somebody say orgasm. God wants to experience a spiritual orgasm through your praise. Y'all didn't hear me. If you're spiritual enough, God wants to experience a spiritual orgasm. And let me just keep it real. God wants to bust a too. Uh-oh.
No way.
I got a question for you. When was the last time you caused your God to orgasm?
Man,
I didn't ask you when's the last time you had an orgasm, because you might have one this morning. Hallelujah. He is an emotional being. Somebody say penetrate.
Oh, no.
God is ready for us to hit his G-spot. Uh-oh. What does G stand for? G stands for glory.
No, sir.
Hallelujah. Can you give him glory?
No. No.
Really?
No.
And so what happened? You got up and ran out?
Man, when he said G-spot, I was like, nah, that's my cue right there.
No, when he said God wants to bust. What?
Everybody in the background, stop talking.
No, my cue is when he got up there and started preaching. From the beginning, something wrong. Something ain't right.
Sometimes you got to run your sermon past a friend. So what you think about that? You need somebody to yank your chain and be like, wait a minute, player.
You know it's bad.
Go the way
Black
you think
folks
it's
witness everything. When he said, say penetrate, everybody was like, huh? Listen, Ricky, he don't use holy oil. He use baby oil. I'm convinced. I already know.
That's a lot. I don't know what kind of church they doing a lot right now.
Listen, I came up with a list of all the ways God is going to send this pastor straight to hell for this freak-off sermon that he gave.
Right.
And let's just get it started. Pastor Horny Toad is going to hell with gasoline draws on in a hand basket. He going to hell with them Bibles Trump be selling for $60.
Just because you can preach don't mean you should preach.
He going to hell with Scar because Scar killed Mufasa. He going to hell with them underwear that won't stay out your butt no matter how many times you pull them out.
Gary.
He said, Gary. He going to hell with anybody who talk about Gary's very attractive legs. He going to hell with everybody who FaceTime you trying to prove to somebody they know you. Can they get witness?
Right.
With the dude who killed Ricky on Boys in the Hood.
He definitely going to hell.
Was he ever identified?
I think he'll
And last but not least, he going to hell with them 1,000 bottles of baby oil they found in Diddy house. Yep, that's exactly where this pastor going.
Aren't y'all with over 6 decades of incredible music, 25 Grammy Awards, and timeless hits like Superstition, Isn't She Lovely? And I just called to say I love you. He's not only a musical genius, but a social activist and innovator. Y'all please join me in welcoming the one and only, the legendary Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
Good early morning.
Hey, good morning, man. How you doing?
I'm good. It's early, but I'm good.
It is real. I am doing good, man. It is so good to have you on the show for the first time. I'm just so excited to have you, and congratulations on your new Sing Your Song As We Fix Our Nation's Broken Heart tour. What made you decide to hit the road for change?
I wrote the song about 5 years ago. I just felt there was a need for us to do that very thing. And I asked the question, can we fix our nation's broken heart? And of course, I know that we can. And we have to come together and get away from all this negativity. I mean, you were just talking about social media and how so many things are put out there and so many negativities that you end up scrolling, finding gossip and things that have nothing to do with how we can make the world better. With that, I decided I would do a tour, basically to get people to sing their song, to sing as long as we fix our nation's broken heart, because I think that music has always been a motivator, and we must look for change that we need.
Yes.
And stop talking about it and be about it.
Well, Mr. Wonder, you are a motivator and an innovator yourself. It's such an honor to be speaking with such a legend. I would like for you to talk about, the personal fulfillment you get from merging your passion for music and community activism, and what message do you have for today's artists to do the same?
Well, I think for sure there's so many things that we have to talk about that we're confronted with far more suicides than ever before. People finding the unnecessary need to do pills or drugs or whatever. I think that it's time for the artists to encourage people to go into their spiritual self. Young artists have to talk about that and talk about how we love one another. And I'm not just talking about how we get it, because you can talk about getting it all forever. But what about how loving someone for real?
Outside of music, what are some of the hobbies or activities that you like to enjoy and when you to relax and unwind?
My two daughters, Mia and Zaya. Mia is 9, Zaya is 11. And then my son, Manla, who's just started college, is now 19. So we got a whole lot of things to do.
Yes, sir.
Music is my fun thing and my hobby, and obviously I like coming up with different ideas and working with technology, and I think life gives you enough to do if you just do it.
So who have been like...
And I haven't seen you, the Brad, for a long... I haven't seen you for a long time, so how are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's such an honor to be talking to you.
I'm telling you.
I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you so
I
much.
I know. Well, then it's good to speak with you. I think you're Aries. Aren't you Aries the Ram?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I know, right? I'm trying not to fan out. I'm trying to keep it cool.
Hang in there, Brad.
Okay.
I want to ask who or what has been the most significant influence on your life, not just in music, but as a person?
I think for sure I have so much respect and honor for my President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And Michelle as well. I mean, I just think that consistently he has had the character, the spirit, not only in being where who he is, but as well where he was and where he is now in this ever-changing world.
So, Stevie, of all the songs you've written, all those beautiful songs, do you have a personal favorite or the one that holds the most significance to you?
I'm a Stevie Wonder fan, I ain't gonna lie. And when I say that, I'm saying that I'm thankful for the gifts of songs that God has given me. So I can have a You and I Day or I can have a Fishing Day.
Yes, sir. Brad, over time, I have built
Please don't do a song like that.
No.
Leave that to Stevie, please. Please.
You singing, Ricky? You sound
yes.
Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That right there, that's one of my all-time favorites, man. I love that song. That song used to make me feel some kind of way when I was a kid.
That's the one for me.
Which one?
As.
Oh, yes.
That's the one for me.
It's so many.
It's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like Isn't She Lovely because I like when he called Aisha's name.
Well, speaking of the three you mentioned, with As, when I finally wrote the lyric, I had everything except for the middle part. I just said, do-do-do. I can't say it high so early because it's early. All that.
Hey, Stevie.
Yeah.
I got to come back out there and see you again. I'll never forget, Brett, I was in the middle of a joke and you walked out on stage and started doing a prank phone call. Do you remember that?
What?
I do.
He walked out on stage and I gave him the microphone and he started doing Bernice Jenkins.
Oh my God.
It's been too long. We got to get together again for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, we love you and we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
I look forward to seeing you on one of these 11 performances. We've done 3 already. We got, 8 more to go.
Yes, sir.
I've got to see y'all somewhere in the place.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah, we going to make it happen, man. We love you.
We love you.
I love you all, too.
Y'all give it up and show your love right now for the legendary Stevie Wonder.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. I want to let everybody know I'm going to be in Columbia, South Carolina tonight for a book signing. Y'all make sure y'all come out to All Good Books. It's All Good Books. That's 734 Hardin Street. All right, 734 Hardin Street, Columbia, South Carolina, 29205. And I will be there today at 6:30. Come on out, and we're going to do question and answer session. Get a big hug from everybody, and come get your book signed. And it's going to be packed, so get there early. All right, front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said Tuesday afternoon that 81 people remain missing in the western part of the state in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Cooper added that 77,000 individuals have applied for relief through the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and that FEMA has paid $99 million and is paying for temporary housing for 1,900 people. In other news, a record number of early votes have been cast in Georgia on Tuesday as residents headed to the polls in a critical battleground state that is grappling with the fallout from Hurricane Helene and controversial election administration changes that have spurred a flurry of lawsuits. More than 328,000 ballots were cast on Tuesday, Ricky. Gabe Sterling of the Georgia Secretary of State's office made the announcement on X. So 47 states all have early in-person voting available, so you can get more information.
And I think North Carolina starts on Friday.
Yes.
Early voting in North Carolina starts on Friday, so make sure y'all prepare yourself and get your ballots and get ready. Let's go vote.
Yes, vote.org is where you can get all the information. Also in Georgia, Ricky, a Georgia judge blocked the controversial hand count rule that was passed by the state's Republican-led state election board from going into effect. This was going to be a big mess. It's going to have a bunch of election workers trying to hand count ballots. And, the judge said that anything that adds uncertainty and disorder to the electoral process disserves the public. So that was a good win there. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
I'm about to tell you, Maria, WNBA Finals continues tonight on ESPN. New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx, they tied up one game apiece. Couple big trades in the NFL, man. The Cleveland Browns trade all-pro wide receiver Amari Cooper to the Buffalo Bills. That's a good look for the Bills there.
It might work out.
Hey, dog. Hey, he replacing Diggs from last year pretty much, man. But Amari, in my opinion, the best route runner in the entire league. Yep. Las Vegas Raiders, Rick Dog, they trade all-pro wide receiver Devontae Adams to the New York Jets. So Devontae rejoins his buddy Aaron Rodgers. They played together in Green Bay. This is huge for the Jets. It's a good move.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers still sorry.
Man, but see, Devontae
they should have fired the damn head coach. They should have bench Aaron Rodgers and put in the second string quarterback.
Nah. You can't go tap the brake. Don't go that far with it, dog. They shouldn't have fired the coach. You're right about that, but not benching Aaron Rodgers. Like, This gonna help them out, man. They gotta open up that doggone wide receiver, that passing game now with Devontae Adams. So we're gonna see what happens, man. I'm excited to see. Quarterback Russell Wilson, speaking of quarterbacks, in consideration to start this Sunday versus the Jets. Ironically, Justin Fields is 4-2 on the season as a starter. Looks like
Justin Fields winning.
Hey, he 4-2, but it's Russell.
He winning.
Hey, he listen.
I'm just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Justin Fields is winning, and he got chemistry with the offense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not opposed to this. When they was undefeated and they won 3 in a row, cool. Then they lost 2 in a row, then they won again. So, look, let's see what Russell can do. It's gonna be. If Russell come out and lose 2 or 3 games in a row, okay, then you can go back with Justin. But at the current state, I'm not opposed to this decision right here.
And the 2 losses, they lost to good teams. I mean, what you?
I mean, his quarterback rating is 50%, so he's kind of like 20th in the league right now if you talk about rating him against all quarterbacks in the league. So because of that, let's put Russell in there and see what happens. It is what it is. And last but not least, 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady is now an NFL owner. He owns 5% of the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, indeed. It's my quick sports report right there.
Rock T.
Yo.
I'm sorry. Miss Armani just called me. She said that she didn't know, child, that the Super Bowl was coming to Atlanta. She can't wait to come.
Uh-oh. So all your
2028. It's confirmed.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. You excited, Gary?
Child.
What the hell you going to do at the Super Bowl? You don't know nothing about football.
Be a majorette.
Show up with a basketball jersey on.
Baby, Miss Armani just called me. I'm like, girl, really?
All your sorrows coming down.
Baby, they coming down in 2028, honey.
Y'all going to be galloping in front of that Mercedes-Benz Stadium, ain't you?
Yes.
The Hot Spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Oh, man.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all.
Hold on,
y'all.
Rick.
What?
Hey, Rick, K, who gonna perform at the 28th Super Bowl halftime show?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You asked for special K.
Yeah, both of y'all.
Who gonna perform? Oh, it's got to be somebody from Atlanta though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are they gonna?
from Atlanta?
Yeah. Huh?
It might be. What's his name? Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
since it's in Atlanta.
No, why you? Yeah, for real. I could see
saying.
that. I could see that.
It should be Outkast.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
It's gonna be lit.
Definitely agree with that.
That's gonna be the reunion.
That right there.
Outkast.
That was set the Super Bowl off. I hope and pray, and then Outkast bring out people like just
Lil
other
Jon,
ATL,
The
all that.
Ludacris.
Right. I would love to see something like that. All right, sitting in for doing the hot spot for Brent. We got the one and only Taylor Green. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning. Here's what's happening in the hot spot. So the 17th annual BET Hip Hop Awards kicked off last night and the stars were outside. The event was at Dre's Beach and Nightclub in Las Vegas to celebrate hip hop's biggest night, and it was hosted by Fat Joe. Beyonce, you said you watched it. What did you think?
You know, with all the budget cuts and like everything that was going on, they had to move it to a location that kind of already had everything together. It was different, but I thought that the location that they used, they had the TVs, the lights and everything. They had 2 Chainz performing with Bottle Girls in the VIP sections. They made it work. I mean, it was different, but it looked good on TV.
Okay, well, in the show last night, Megan Thee Stallion led with 12 nominations, and Kendrick Lamar came in a close second with 11. In fact, thanks to his diss track to Drake, Kendrick Lamar won 8 awards in total. Some of those include Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Lyricist of the Year, and many more. Also, Nicki Minaj won Album of the Year for Pink Friday 2. Sexy Red won Best Breakthrough Hip Hop Artist. You know, she's hot right now, so I agree with that one.
Hey.
And now as far as the performances, 2 Chainz rocked the stage, as well as Glorilla, Juicy J, even Trina and Young Miami hit the stage. Check out their song Pull Over.
Pull over there.
Yeah, let's go. Who got no ass in the air and shit? You know it's the baddest bitch. I'm a 10-year favorite. Faded ass. Do you want to take? Pop to the back door and make it try. Rich for the make it hot. Women girls in the club and not going back to the high school too.
Hey, oh,
Come on, that was her.
Hey, wait, tell her who's that rapping?
Young Miami and Trina.
Oh my God!
But that's what was cute.
They put the old dancing my ass on.
Kind of mixing the old school with the new
old school with the new school.
It's like big sis, little sis.
Yeah.
I love that camaraderie.
They're kind of very similar in their, in the way they rap. So I think and they're both from Miami. So
yeah,
there's that. But that's all I got in the hot spot. I'm Taylor Green, and coming up next, Dwight Stone got the praise mix down.
There it is. I appreciate that, Taylor. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.